Welcome. You might have heard the recent news that has shaken the art history world. Leonardo da Vinci, the Italian Renaissance genius, was not actually Italian. Or at least, not 100%. So let's dive into the details and uncover the truth behind this surprising revelation. For centuries, we have believed that Leonardo da Vinci was born and raised in Italy. His father was Piero da Vinci, a Florentine legal notary, and his mother was a woman named Caterina. The identity of this mysterious woman was lost to history, but she was believed to be a local peasant girl. However, recent studies suggest that she was actually a slave kidnapped from the mountainous Caucasus region of Central Asia, then sold several times in Europe before arriving in Florence, where she was sold again to a Florentine trafficker and became his wife. This shocking news was uncovered by Carlo Vecce, an Italian professor who studies da Vinci's life and work. Mr. Vecce found a previously unknown document in the state archives in Florence. The document is dated November 1452, when Leonardo was only 6 months old, and it is an act of liberation of a slave called Caterina by Monna Ginevra. This document was signed by Piero da Vinci, who is Leonardo's father. Mr. Vecce claims that Piero da Vinci loved Caterina when she was a slave, and helped to set her free after getting her pregnant with baby Leonardo. Mr. Vecce adds that the document is full of small mistakes and oversights, a sign that perhaps he was nervous when he drafted it, because getting someone else's slave pregnant was a crime. At the time, many slaves were named Caterina, but this was the only liberation act of a slave named Caterina that Piero wrote in all his long career. Vecce has now published his findings in a novel called Caterina's Smile, which he says is based on factually accurate details arising from his research. Vecce argues that Caterina's tale of slavery has important implications for her son. He said, "Leonardo is not Italian, he is only half Italian. He is the son of Caterina, a foreigner, a slave, a woman on the lowest rung of society of that time, a woman who had arrived off a boat in Venice, who barely spoke our language." So what does this mean for Leonardo da Vinci and his legacy? Not much. He still remains one of the greatest men that ever lived, regardless of his origins. We could, however, speculate that his mother was the one who passed on to him the respect and veneration for life and nature, and an inexhaustible desire for freedom. It's possible that his exposure to different cultures and ideas helped shape his unique perspective on the world. Unfortunately, we don't have any DNA evidence to prove this theory, and Mr. Vecce's discovery sparked a debate among experts. Martin Kemp, a professor of art history at the University of Oxford, expressed caution about Vecce's theory. He said, "There have been a number of claims that Leonardo's mother was a slave. This fits the need to find something exceptional and exotic in Leonardo's background, and the link to slavery fits with current concerns. I still favor a rural mother, but this is not as big a story if he had a slave mother." So what do you think? Do you believe Vecce's theory? How does that change the way we see Leonardo and his works? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel.